Hi, this is Josh here at TechSpec, and in this tutorial we're going to go over sharing from Google Drive as attachments in Gmail. So as we do, we're going to click over to Gmail, we're going to head to our inbox, and we're going to click Compose. So again, we're going to add some of our people from our domain, and we're going to have some typos. Okay, so are the files you need. So as you can see down here, we have the paperclip, which we've used before to attach files from our computer, but now we're going to insert files using Drive using the Drive triangle. Now what comes up is our My Drive, and that's fine. There's plenty of things that we can do here, but there's two different ways to attach things in Drive. So let's start with just these Google Slides. So when we look at the icon here, these are Google Slides. They're meant to look like an old slides, like projector slides, and then this is a Google Doc. So we're going to insert these. Notice it's up in the body of the document. So I can keep typing if I need to. Now maybe after that, what I want them to do is to come in here, and they're going to look at this Google Doc. Now notice it's saying I have two choices, Drive link and attachment. And because it's a Google Drive type, all we have is a Drive link. Okay, now, so if I wanted to, I could fire that off. And there we go. But because these are Google Drive file types, I have to have shared them with the person. And this is true whatever you've put in Google Drive, right? So what I need to do is adjust the sharing permission. And because I'm in an education domain, I have a couple of choices. First is I could share with these two people with view, comment, or edit. So let's say I want them to be able to comment. Or what if I was sharing this to a whole whack of people and I just want them all to be able to view? Instead of sharing with those two people specifically, I can turn on anyone within my domain. In my case, it's Ellsall Union School District. So I can do one or the other. If I just want anyone who, because maybe what's going to happen is the people I send it to, they're going to pass it along to people on their team or at their school, and we don't want to have to play with the sharing settings again. So we'll just turn it on for the whole organization. Or if this is something for just those two people and I want to be very specific about what kind of rights I give them, not just view rights, but in this case comment rights, then if I click send, and there it goes. So let's try that again. This time send to the same people, but we're going to look at it in a slightly different way. So again, we're going to come back to our Google Drive triangle, but this time we're going to pick some different files. So these are actually video files. And I happen to know this one, this Michael. It's a very big file. It's 115 megabytes. Most email systems, whether it's Outlook or Gmail, will limit how much you can send in an attachment. It just takes too long as it gets bigger, and it presents certain security problems. So because we're using Gmail and it's connected and really well integrated with Google Drive, we get this message: because you selected more than 25 megabytes to attach this email, selected will be attached as a Drive link. So here's the difference between a Drive link and an actual attachment. When we send Google Drive file types like Google Docs, Google Slides, they'll mostly go as Drive links. But here's the difference: is one is just a link to Google Drive, so it will encounter that sharing thing. But what this means is if you have really big files that you need to share with somebody over email, step one could be upload it to Google Drive and then send it in an email. So we'll go ahead and insert that, and you see again it's just the body of the email. Now if I come over here again, and this time I'm going to look for like a PDF or something that I can get started. So when I click insert, you see this is a PDF, it's getting started. Notice it says Drive link, but I'm going to switch it to attachment. What that means is it's going to make them their own copy. Instead of it living still in Google Drive, it's going to make them their own copy. And look, there's no way to get below this, so I can't keep typing. This is how you know when it's up in the body, that's a Google Drive link. When it's down here, it's making them their own copy, and it sort of lives in the email, and it's going to prompt them to download. But again, you don't have to send just Google Drive stuff. Here, this is a PNG. I'm going to send that as an attachment. When I insert, notice like when instead of it inserting in line or inserting here, it's sent that as an attachment. It's on the bottom. Even though it originated in Google Drive, it's not sending just a drive link. That would be up here. It's attaching these as more traditional attachments. If we go in one last time, just to sort of show the difference here, this text dependent. Here, look, some more slides. Again, because it's a Google Slides, there is no attachment. I'd have to download as a PowerPoint first or something, or a PDF. Then when I click Insert, because it is a drive link, it's up in the body of the email. And that's attaching from Google Drive into Gmail. Hopefully that makes the differences clearer and makes it easy to understand what it is that you're doing and the best way to utilize those things. You know, yeah. One last thing is, if you do have a large file on your desktop and you drag it over into your window, if it is too large, it'll say attachments larger than 25 megabytes will be automatically uploaded to Google Drive, and then a download link will include it. When we say, okay, got it, what it shows us is this is uploading it for me into my Google Drive, and then it's going to attach it as a drive link, because this is 78.3 megabytes. It's just too big, but it is the way to handle this. And I didn't even have to start out by uploading into Google Drive. It just did it for me automatically when I dragged it off my desktop. Okay, so there's all the tips and tricks, and hopefully that makes attaching from Google Drive and attaching large files and sending them in Gmail that much clearer for you. Happy Googling.